Virgin Voyages markets itself as the cool cruise, the hip cruise, the cruise for people who would never set foot on a cruise ship. Their ads paint a picture of millennials, tattoo parlors, drag brunches, and nonstop nightclub energy. But that's not what you're actually booking. 48 to 49 years old. That's the average passenger age on Virgin Voyages. Not 25, not 30. And that gap between expectation and experience explains why some people love this cruise line, while others walk away feeling like they wasted thousands of dollars. Before you book, I need to walk you through what Virgin Voyages actually delivers, who it genuinely serves, and whether you'll end up raving about it or writing angry reviews about false advertising. Welcome to Cruise Edition, where I help you make smarter decisions about adult cruising. Today, we're doing a deep dive on Virgin Voyages, because the disconnect between their marketing and reality deserves a proper explanation. And I wish someone had broken this down for me. Let's go. The numbers tell a story that matters. Virgin's own VP of Sales confirmed their target demographic sits between 34 and 62, with 82% of passengers falling in the 30 to 60 range. Travel advisors keep reporting the same thing, that their biggest Virgin clients cruise in their 40s, 50s, and plenty sail in their 70s and 80s. One experienced cruise reviewer who boarded Scarlet Lady expecting to feel out of place watched his age fears disappear the moment he saw who else walked up the gangway. And by far, most passengers on his sailing fell into the late 40s to early 60s bracket. The economics behind this demographic reality makes sense when you think about it. Virgin charges premium prices, with base fares starting around $100 a night on deep sails, but typically running $170 or higher for standard cabins. And that pricing naturally attracts travelers at peak earning power, rather than budget-conscious 20-somethings paying off student loans. Virgin acknowledged this gap publicly back in 2021, when their CEO admitted the company learned from early marketing that skewed too young. Current promotional materials now feature couples and singles largely north of the millennial demo, and their own website states directly that millennials sail aboard, but won't make up the majority of your fellow passengers. That demographic reality changes everything about what you should expect once you step on board. Virgin Voyages does not function as a party cruise, but party options exist for those who seek them out, and that distinction matters enormously for setting expectations. Daytime on these ships feels resort-like and relaxed, with fitness classes booking up fast and pools staying popular but calm. The vibe reads sophisticated rather than rowdy. Evenings center on exceptional dining and Broadway-caliber shows, much like what you'd find on traditional cruise lines. One Frommer's reviewer captured the surprise when they wrote that a few hours after setting sail, everything turned quiet, with the champagne lounge sitting empty, the tattoo parlor sitting empty, and the private karaoke booths sitting empty. The party energy does show up, but it concentrates during specific opt-in events. Scarlet Night, Virgin's signature ship-wide party, earned praise from some reviewers as the most successful party on any cruise ship. Themed nights at the Manor nightclub draw crowds. These experiences exist for those who want them, but they don't define the ship's constant state. One travel advisor put it simply when they said, "No, this is not a non-stop 24/7 rave." Something most people don't realize changes everything about the atmosphere. Itinerary length dramatically affects the vibe. Guests who sailed 4- or 5-night party runs on Scarlet Lady out of Miami sometimes book an 8-day Caribbean itinerary expecting the same experience, and then they wonder why everything feels so different. Shorter cruises attract younger, livelier crowds, while longer Mediterranean or Caribbean voyages skew older and quieter. If you sailed a short Virgin cruise and loved the energy, or if you're booking specifically because someone told you this was a party ship, the experience can vary wildly depending on which sailing you choose. Now is your chance to get your finger or your mouse and click that like button like you have never clicked it before. All right, now let's get back to the video. Let me break down what your fare actually covers, because Virgin uses the phrase all included pretty loosely.
You serious?
20-plus restaurants come with your booking and carry no upcharge for specialty dining, which stands genuinely unique in the industry. Basic Wi-Fi, all fitness classes, entertainment shows, still and sparkling water, drip coffee, sodas, and non-pressed juices all come included. Caribbean itineraries also grant access to their Bimini Beach Club.
Nice.
What costs extra adds up faster than most people expect.
No!
Alcoholic beverages run $7 to $9 for beers and $11 to $18 for cocktails. Specialty coffees, fresh-pressed juices, spa treatments, shore excursions, and premium Wi-Fi all carry separate charges. Room service now comes with a $10 delivery fee unless you hit a $10 minimum order, which marked a policy change in late 2024. And here's something that surprised repeat cruisers. October 2025 brought Voyage Fare Choices, which created 3 fare tiers and unbundled gratuities that previously stayed invisible. Those tips now appear as a separate line item at $20 per person per night if prepaid before sailing, or $22 if charged on board. Price increases hit multiple categories throughout 2024 and 2025. The Splash of Romance package jumped $50. Laundry services climbed by up to 83%. Culinary classes went from $25 to $35. Wi-Fi tiers got restructured, with premium pricing moving higher. None of these changes feel dramatic on their own, but they add up, and they represent a shift from Virgin's original all-included positioning. 20 restaurants with no extra charge still delivers legitimately impressive value, and U.S. News named Virgin the #1 cruise line for dining for 2026. But if you expect everything covered like an all-inclusive resort, gaps will appear. Patterns emerge clearly when you study who consistently praises Virgin Voyages. Foodies find the strongest value proposition. Included restaurants range from Korean barbecue at Gunbae to high-end steakhouse at The Wake to experimental cuisine at Test Kitchen. And if dining ranks as your priority, this might deliver the best value in cruising. Adults who want a guaranteed kid-free environment represent Virgin's core appeal. The 18-plus policy means no compromises, with pools staying calm, entertainment staying sophisticated, and couples reconnecting without competing for space with families. Wellness and fitness enthusiasts find inclusive group classes that book up quickly, covering yoga, HIIT, cycling, meditation, and sound baths. The athletic club spans multiple decks with ocean views. LGBTQ travelers consistently praise the inclusive atmosphere and diverse entertainment. Multiple reviewers specifically mention seeing many LGBT couples and groups aboard and feeling genuinely welcome. Non-traditional cruisers who dislike conventional cruise culture often convert to Virgin fans because there are no formal nights, no assigned dining times, and no sea-day bingo announcements interrupting your afternoon. One self-described non-cruiser said that for them to love a cruise takes a lot, and they loved Virgin. If any of those descriptions sound like you, Virgin might genuinely deserve the premium price. But if none of those resonate, what comes next might save you from a booking you'd regret. If this breakdown helps you, consider subscribing to Cruise Edition. I put out honest, research-backed content on adult cruising because you deserve to know what you're actually booking before you spend the money. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Negative reviews show consistent patterns, and I want to be direct about them. Party seekers expecting 24/7 energy leave disappointed. If you're booking because the tattoo parlor and drag brunch marketing caught your eye, understand these exist as options on an otherwise sophisticated ship rather than the defining experience. Traditional cruisers miss familiar comforts on Virgin. No main dining room with assigned seating exists. No evening turn-down service happens. No towel animals appear. And this part proves crucial. No PA announcements play anywhere on the ship. Everything runs through the app, which carries significant problems I'll get to in a moment. Some passengers specifically mentioned missing cruise director interaction and that classic cruise ship feeling. Budget-conscious travelers may encounter unexpected costs despite the included dining. Alcoholic beverages add up fast. One user mentioned their $600 bar tab lasted a 17-night cruise, while $900 proved insufficient for a 10-night sailing, which suggests drink prices have risen and consumption varies wildly between travelers. Light sleepers in certain cabin locations face noise issues. Passengers near the Manor nightclub or the Red Room report hearing music until early hours. One review site specifically warns that even earplugs won't drown out the thumping. Cabin location becomes critical if uninterrupted sleep matters to you, and that information doesn't always come through clearly during booking. The app deserves its own section because it sits central to the Virgin experience, and it's been a genuine problem. Virgin's CEO publicly admitted in 2024, and I'm quoting directly here, that the app sucks. He agreed 100% that it's not good, not stable, and carries a poor user interface. He compared the dining reservation process to the Hunger Games. App Store reviews consistently rate it poorly, with users reporting crashes, freezing, and passport scanning failures. Everything on Virgin runs through the app, including restaurant reservations, bar tabs, and ship information, which means a malfunctioning app creates real frustration. A new version entered beta testing in early 2025, so improvement may come. But as of now, the app remains a known weak point. 200 Better Business Bureau complaints landed against Virgin in the past 3 years, with 89 arriving in the last 12 months alone. Post-cruise customer service draws the most criticism. Common issues include weeks-long waits for refund resolution, future voyage credits disappearing, and inconsistent information from representatives. One documented case involved a passenger spending 5 hours and 50 minutes on the phone with Virgin trying to resolve a single issue. The satisfaction metrics tell an interesting story, despite these complaints. Trustpilot shows Virgin at 3.7 out of 5, which runs notably higher than MSC at 1.8, Royal Caribbean at 1.7, and Norwegian at 1.5 on the same platform. Travel and Leisure named them #1 megaship cruise line for 3 consecutive years. But the breakdown reveals something telling, with 47% 5-star reviews sitting alongside 26% 1-star, which marks this as a love-it-or-hate-it product, rather than a consistently middle-ground experience. Virgin operates 4 ships, all sisters built by Fincantieri. Each runs about 110,000 gross tons, with capacity for 2,770 passengers. Scarlet Lady launched in 2021 and focuses on Caribbean from Miami plus Mediterranean sailings. Valiant Lady arrived in 2022, covering Caribbean from Miami and San Juan. Resilient Lady launched in 2023 with Caribbean, Greek Isles, and Adriatic itineraries. Brilliant Lady, the newest edition, debuted in September 2025 and carries significance as the first Virgin ship capable of Panama Canal transit, which enables West Coast sailings and the line's first Alaska season running May through September 2026. The Australian program cancellation in early 2024 made industry news when Resilient Lady's entire 2024 to 25 Australia season got scrapped. Red Sea security concerns affecting the ship's repositioning route provided the official explanation, though some industry observers questioned whether economic factors also played a role. Something worth noting about the pools shows up repeatedly in reviews. For a ship carrying nearly 2,800 passengers, Virgin offers only 2 small pools. One reviewer counted 45 other people in the pool simultaneously. Another noted that you cannot actually swim in Virgin pools because the deep area sits so small that all you can do is bob up and down. If pool time matters to your cruise experience, that limitation deserves consideration. My honest takeaway comes down to this. Virgin Voyages delivers a genuinely differentiated cruise experience with exceptional included dining, adults-only tranquility, and sophisticated design. The right traveler earns those repeat booking rates and award recognitions that the line has collected. But this is not the party cruise the marketing implies. It is not truly all-inclusive, and it carries frustrating operational issues that affect real passengers. Book if you're a food-focused couple in your 40s through 60s seeking an upscale, kid-free environment with flexible dining and no formal nights. You'll likely join the enthusiastic repeat cruisers. Skip if you expect a floating nightclub, want traditional cruise ship experiences, travel on a tight budget, or need reliable app-based systems to enjoy your vacation. The core insight runs simple. Virgin markets to one demographic, but actually serves another. Understanding that reality gap before you book determines whether you'll love this cruise line or feel misled by it. I hope this helped you figure out which side you'd land on.